What's up, everyone? My name is Juan Leija, Director of Fitness Programming at Onnit and Coach at Onnit Gym ATX. This is my friend,
Matt Vincent, former Highland Game, two-time world champion, and Onnit pro athlete. Stoked to train with Juan today.
Today, we're gonna be taking you through a full body workout using a single kettlebell. This workout is gonna take you through your warm-up, your CNS prep, your strength training, and then some conditioning at the end, piecing those movements together to give you that full body workout. Make sure you grab a good weight, and let's get started. All right, guys, for your warm-up today, we're gonna be doing two moves. The first move is gonna be your single kettlebell halo. After that, we're gonna go into your Turkish get-ups. Matt here is using a 24 kg kettlebell. That's gonna be a little bit challenging for the halos, but hey, if you only got one kettlebell at home, then you gotta make that work. So the way we're gonna do these halos, we're gonna have the weight at the bottom. We're gonna make sure that we loosen up those shoulders, warm everything up before we get into that Turkish get-up. Matt here, what he's gonna do, he's gonna go to his right side, opening up those shoulders, keeping those ribs down, keeping that core nice and tight. Then he's gonna go the other direction. What we're trying to do here is we wanna make sure we loosen all this up, kind of get a little bit of rotation and get them nice and warm. For this move, I want you to go 5 to 10 reps in each direction. Once you've done that, you're gonna put that kettlebell down. Once he puts the kettlebell down, when he's done with his reps, we're gonna get into your Turkish get-ups. The Turkish get-up is a great movement to get you warmed up, everything from your toes all the way to your shoulders and hands. He's nice and warm on those shoulders. Remember, I want you to knock out about two rounds total, and then get into your Turkish get-ups. The Turkish get-up, he's gonna start off on his back. Here, what he wants to do is he wants to make sure that he gets that kettlebell a nice strong hold. He's gonna straighten out that arm. From here, he's gonna lay this leg down straight, and then he's gonna bend this one. Okay, that's gonna be the first setup. After that, he's gonna push onto this hand here and gonna post himself up. From here, he's gonna be looking at that kettlebell. See how this arm's nice and straight? Then from there, he's gonna lift up those hips. He's gonna slide this leg through, get in a nice strong lunge position. He got it right there. From here in this lunge position, he's gonna lunge forward. There you go. Keeping those ribs down. Now he's gonna go back into that reverse lunge, posting that arm down. You got it. Sliding that leg through. Oh, no. And then dropping down slowly, bringing it down. There you go. So as you can see, the Turkish get-up is a challenging move. If you're at home and you're doing this, you can just do this body weight. So I'm just gonna take Matt through a body weight version of this so we don't have to use a kettlebell. We're gonna go here. These movement patterns are still gonna warm you up. So let's post up. So let's bend this leg right here. All right, post up, hips up, slide that leg through, arm straight up, lunge forward, and then reverse lunge, doing those same movement patterns in reverse, bringing that arm down and down on his back. All right, so for this warm-up, I want you to hit 2 on each side. Whether you do that with the kettlebell or you do it with body weight, it'll get you nice and warm, okay? Some of the things to look for, make sure that the side that the kettlebell's on, that leg is bent. Push off that arm. Get those hips up, slide that leg through, get in a strong lunge position. Once you're in a strong lunge position, you lunge forward. There you go, own that position. Now let's take it back, reverse lunge. Post that arm down. Slide the leg through, gently come down on your back. There you go. Now that you've warmed up, we wanna make sure that we turn that computer on. We don't wanna just jump straight into the workout. So we're gonna be doing your CNS prep. This is where you ramp everything up. You don't wanna wear yourself out, but you just wanna ramp yourself up to get ready for the workout. The 2 moves that we're gonna do for your CNS prep is gonna be your kettlebell swing, okay? We're gonna use 2 hands here. You wanna make sure that you drive through those hips, squeeze those glutes at the top, and then bring it right back down. As you see here, he's not lifting that kettlebell over his eyes. He's staying nice and strong here. His back is all engaged, his core is engaged. He's not doing squat mechanics, so he's not squatting with it. So what he's doing there, he's focusing more on getting those hamstrings and glutes activated, which is what I am looking for. So that's move number 1. All I want you to do is 5 reps on that. Like I said, I don't want you to wear yourself out here. From there, we're gonna go into your push-ups. Here, all I want you to do is 5 quick push-ups, just up, down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So once you've done 2 moves, take a break. Take about 30 seconds to a minute, and then we're gonna do that again. A few things that on the push-ups that I want to see, which he did a really great job at, is make sure that those elbows don't flare out. As I'm walking over him, I can see the top of his head and his two elbows form like an arrow. That's what I want to make sure that you do your push-ups so you don't strain those shoulders out, okay? So let's go. Round 2, 2, 3, 4, 5. There you go. Let's go down into your push-ups. Like I was saying, look at the top of his head and his elbows. That's forming an arrow right there. That's what I'm looking for in your push-ups. Nice. How you feeling?
Ready to go, man.
You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. It's great.
Yeah, so that's what we're looking for. We're trying to jack up that heart rate, get you nice and ready to work out, but not wear you out. You did your warm-up, you did your CNS prep. Now we got to get to work. The first movement we're going to be doing today is going to be your kettlebell clean. Obviously, this is a more powerful movement, so we want to knock it out at the beginning of the workout. We don't want to save this to the end. We want to make sure we knock them out while we're freshest. So what Matt's going to do here, there's some rotation here, pointing his thumb back. He's going to make sure he has a strong hinge. That's why we did that kettlebell swing to light that up. From there, he's going to pull as hard as he can off the ground, catch it in that rack position. As you see here, his elbow's beneath his wrist. He has a nice strong wrist. That wrist is not folding over. He's nice and strong. The same way it came up is going to go down that down that same track, dropping it down, exploding up, catching, boom. So we're going to be doing 5 reps here. 3, 4, 5. Let's switch sides. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There you go. Nice, Matt. How'd that feel?
That's great. Kettlebells have always been awesome for me. From years of throwing or any of that, I really love big complex movements that create leverage, and I have to move my body to get in position.
Nice. And see, this is a perfect tool for all those things. As you saw him, he had a nice strong rack position. Glutes were activated. He's generating power off the ground. That's what we're looking for with the clean. One of the other things that I want to make sure that when you clean that kettlebell is that you always set yourself up nice and strong, just like he did. Don't try to just rush these reps. Every rep counts, and we want to make sure that you make the most out of each one. Now we're going to use that same movement pattern to get that kettlebell up into that rack position. So he's going to clean that kettlebell. He has a nice strong rack here. That kettlebell's not moving. If I'm pushing on it, it's nice. And here in that rack position, it's not out here. It's right here, elbow beneath the wrist, which is what I'm looking for. Here, now we're going to go into your squat. It's a single rack squat. Here, we're just going to be doing 8 reps. There you go. 1, 2, 3. Keep it up. 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. So he's going to put that down, switch it over to the other side. 8 reps on the other side. As you see it here, he's using that other arm to balance him out, okay? A lot of times when you see those kettlebell exercises on YouTube or you see them on Instagram, people's hands are all over the place. There's no tension created there. That's one of my biggest pet peeves, making sure that you're creating tension through your whole body so you have execution of a good rep. How'd that feel?
Great. I don't do enough of them. I love the front squat. I love using a kettlebell because if I need to dump it, I can.
Yes.
And I can always create a little bit different leverage out front.
And then coming from, your surgeries and stuff like that, your squat looked freaking awesome.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. It's taking a lot of work. Having a fake knee is an interesting part of life.
What you want to make sure here is that you're taking enough rest in between sets. Take about anywhere between 60 seconds to 2 minutes, rest, recover, and then knock out the next set. Last movement we're going to be doing today, he's going to clean it. He's going to go into overhead press. But we're not going to do a strict press. We're going to be doing a push press. So he's going to be driving energy from the bottom, just like that. We're going to be doing 5 reps on each side. As you can see at the top, he's punching through. So let's close that hand a little bit at the top. Boom, there you go. Punch through the ceiling. Let's switch sides. There you go. Let's punch up. 1. So you see that? He's driving that power from the ground and then extending at the top, punching through. That's what I'm looking for on these push presses. You're gonna be doing 5 on each side, and then you're gonna take a break, and then we'll rest. Like I said, 60 seconds to 2 minutes, and then we'll hit your next set. We wrapped up your warm-up. We wrapped up your CNS prep. We did your strength work. Now we're gonna piece those 3 movements that we did in your strength block into this fun conditioning finisher. What he's gonna do here, he's gonna clean that kettlebell, squat, press overhead, bring it back down, clean, squat, press, One more rep, clean, squat, press. Then he's gonna switch sides. He's gonna do 3 on the other side, clean, squat, press. He's punching through that ceiling. Squat, press, 2. One more rep. Nice. Let's put that kettlebell down. Let's take a little breather. How'd that feel?
It's excellent.
You feel that heart rate kind of getting jacked
Yeah,
up
I
a
love
little
it,
bit?
man. I need to be doing more of that stuff.
Yeah, so that's one of the fun things about piecing, those movements together, making it a kettlebell complex or a kettlebell flow where you just go with it. What I want to make sure is that you own those movements first. A lot of times you see out there, people are just flowing with the kettlebells, doing all this fancy, cool stuff. That's great, but we want to make sure that you own the movements before you put them together. I want to go over it from the beginning. Your warm-up, you had your halos and your Turkish get-ups. I want you to do 2 rounds of those, all right? So the reps on that, on your halos, you're gonna go ahead and knock out 5 in each direction. The Turkish get-ups, just do what you feel comfortable with. 1 or 2 reps on each side, whether you use a kettlebell or not. From there, you're gonna go into your CNS prep, 2 rounds of that. You're gonna do 5 kettlebell swings, followed by your 5 speed push-ups. After that, we got into your strength work. On your strength work, we're gonna be doing 4 sets of 5 on each side on those kettlebell cleans. From there, we're gonna do 4 sets of your movement number 2, which was your squat. So on those, you're gonna be doing 8 reps on each side. I know it's a lot of volume, but I promise you, you don't get legs like these in mats if you're not doing those squats. So make sure that you knock out those reps. The last movement you're gonna be doing also 4 sets of overhead presses. On those, you got 5 on each side, and then you're done for that part. The final part is your conditioning finisher with that kettlebell complex. These are a little bit more challenging because you're knocking out a lot of reps. So you're gonna be doing 3 full cycles on each side, and then you're gonna be knocking that out also for 4 rounds, and then you're done. Thank you for jumping in on this workout. If you want more workouts, follow me in the description. You'll see my handle for IG, Matt.
I'm Matt Vincent, and you can follow me right here. Thanks, man. This was awesome. I need to do more kettlebell stuff, and I appreciate learning from you.
It was great having you in. You crushed it. If you enjoyed that kettlebell workout, make sure to subscribe. We're gonna be bringing you plenty of other workouts to keep you moving throughout the week. Whether this is something that you do as your program regimen or it's something you throw up in the mornings, in between on your active recovery days, you name it, subscribe. We're gonna be bringing you some hitters.